of medieval Florence, a city torn between the rival factions of the Guelphs and the Ghibellines, there lived a woman of peace, compassion, and unwavering faith, Saint Juliana Falconieri. Born into the noble Falconieri family around the year 1270, Juliana grew up surrounded by wealth and influence. But Florence's streets echoed not only with the sound of politics and battle, they echoed with the cries of the poor, the sick, and the suffering. From a young age, Juliana was drawn not to power, but to piety. She was especially inspired by her uncle, Saint Alexis Falconieri, one of the 7 holy founders of the Servite order, the Servants of Mary. His renunciation of wealth and total dedication to God made a deep impression on the young Juliana. Although she was a beautiful young woman, courted by many, Juliana refused all offers of marriage. She chose instead the habit of the Servites over the silks of her peers. Clothed in a simple dark cloak, she took to the streets to care for the poor and the sick. Soon, others joined her, young women equally moved by her example. These companions became known as the Mantellate, named after the black mantle they wore, in imitation of the Servite friars. Under Juliana's guidance, the Mantellate became the female branch of the Servite order. Their lives were devoted to contemplation, fasting, and works of mercy. In a city divided by vendettas and violence, they became symbols of reconciliation and healing. In her later years, Juliana endured a painful stomach illness. Eating became nearly impossible. Yet, even in her suffering, she remained faithful and serene, offering her pain for the peace of Florence. When the time of her death drew near, she could no longer receive Holy Communion due to her illness. But her love for the Eucharist remained undiminished. She asked the priest to lay the Blessed Sacrament upon her chest, on a white corporal. Miraculously, the host disappeared, and at that very moment, Juliana's soul departed this world. Later, as her sisters prepared her body for burial, they discovered something extraordinary. The image of the cross, like the one on the host, had appeared over her heart. To this day, the sisters of the Servite Third Order wear that very symbol on their habit, a testimony to the Eucharistic miracle and the sanctity of their Foundress. Saint Juliana Falconieri was canonized in 1737 by Pope Clement XII. Her feast day is celebrated on June 19, a reminder of how one woman's quiet devotion and sacrificial love can bring peace to a world torn by hatred. Blessed are the pure of heart, for they shall see God. Matthew 5 verse 8, Saint Juliana Falconieri, pray for us.